Okay, we're starting today. We're going to smoke the front entrance. They're flying really good right now. We'll get a little smoke there, get them duck their heads. They probably just started flying within the last hour as the temperature came up.
Ooh, nice.
Okay, let's look at this lid right here. Let me look at it. I'll look at it. Make sure we don't have Queenie on it. Okay, we're good.
Well, so we have 6 frames of these.
Taking the burr comb off, as we always do. And we're going to pull our outside frame out. Jim and his humongous tool here.
Starting to draw on this side.
Yep. Don't expect to see any queen there because it's just starting, so we're good there. We'll set this down. Now Jim's setting it in front of him, but you don't want to do that. You want to set it away from you, but it's empty on one side, so we're pretty safe. Now look at that, they came right back up. Now we've marked these frames here, all got a 24 on them, so they're fairly well drawn out. Might have a few corners to do yet. Oh, look at that. Now see how they're
capping honey out here.
So we still got a honey flow. This hive gained 2 pounds from last week when we weighed it. So that's pretty good. Do we have any eggs in there? Most of it looks like honey.
It's all
here.
honey.
Yep.
It's all honey.
Okay. This side they're starting to finish drawing it out. So when you see that much honey, you don't really expect to see the queen there. We're going to reverse this around so they'll draw it out better. Okay.
That was marked too soon.
Yeah, it was.
Wow, look at that brood.
Now, isn't that pretty, folks? Look at that. That's just the way you want to see it. A little bit of the corners open. We got a little nectar up here. You could see when we smoke, they duck their heads in. So you can tell that. It's pretty well filled with brood, so we cap brood, so we do not expect to see the queen there. Let's look at the other side. We got a lot of cap brood there too. So
This is all eggs down here. This is all eggs.
all right. And look here in the corner, we got capped honey. So when I start seeing capped honey, I mostly figure I don't need to be feeding. Doesn't mean I'm going to take my feeder out yet. It just means I'm not going to feed them. You notice that Jim's having to smoke a little bit just about every time. They let you know it's hot.
Yeah.
All right.
Looks like we had a hatch out on this side.
Yep.
She's gone back and filled though. We got larvae down in there.
Okay.
Let's see, look at all that larvae.
All larvae in there too?
Yeah, it's all larvae.
Nice. That's a nice frame too. Okay.
Got eggs.
Yep. That's a good one to have the instructors do tomorrow. Okay. Now this one is, you can see she's laid quite a bit, but she's probably got a few holes to come back in and fill. Now this hive has a large amount of cap brood, okay? That's why this Saturday you're gonna see
Yeah, lots of Johns.
Yeah,
we're
all down
we're
here.
gonna put a second box on this one this Saturday. Jim just can't stand to be embarrassed.
I don't see a mite.
Yeah.
You didn't either last week.
I'm so glad I wasn't there.
You'd have saw it, Ted.
We were thinking of you, Ted.
Man, this hive's going
There she is.
explode.
There she is.
So we've got 1, 2, 3, practically 4 full frames of cap brood. So in 10 days, this hive's going to expand by 4 or 5 frames. And this is the last frame to hatch out. This was fully capped last week. If you go back and look at the video, you can see that that frame is the one that hatched out, and a couple of the others had some major hatch outs onto them where she's laid. So tomorrow, this one will be at field day. What we'll do is pull the feeder, and we'll probably move our second boxes, have drawn comb, and they have a honey frame in them. We'll probably move the honey frame down in place of the feeder and allow it go. If you guys don't have a honey frame, you're gonna put a frame just like this in place of that. Squish them all together so they'll draw them out good. Look at how they stayed on our lid.
Well, that's what I'm coming around. Let's see.
They're just hanging. But look at how we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 full frames of bees and 5 frames of brood. Plus. Well, we got at least a frame of bees on the lid.
You can stay
Yeah.
there, Larry.
I know. I knew what you were going to do.
So this hive is definitely ready for a second box. Okay? Let's get these to duck down a little bit. Even though he shook them up, look at them. They're just walking around. They're not going after Larry or anything. He's the one without the suit on. But he sure don't like him getting in his beard. It's one thing you count on Ted and Larry. They got their headgear on. Here's the pin to write what we got on there.
So we had
7 bees. Bee. And 5 frames of brood. That's good. And queen right. We did that. So
Tomorrow's field day.
Well, I sure hope they bring in some nectar today because they were short on food stores.